Hi, this is Becky Gromlich with the Watercolor Classroom and Tuesday's Watercolor Tips. Today we're going to do a little demo, I'm going to do a little demo about how to make things look 3D or round or whatever you want to call it. And the best thing you can do to make that happen is by letting your darks be dark enough and your lights be light enough. So we'll start with this little jug and then we'll do the background. I'm going to be using quinacridone rust with blue to gray it down for my darker part. And the darker part is on this side. It does form a little notch there. So I'm going to try to work quickly. I'm going to go into some lighter colors as we go across here. And even into some yellow ochre over here. I want to get that part a little bit darker on this side and have it blending a little bit better. So I'm going to get rid of those lines if possible. And because it's a jug and it's 3D, this darker part actually comes out at an angle here. It's not a straight line. If it was a straight jug, it would be a straight line. And the handle is very dark. It's in the shadow, and I'm just gonna not even try to make it 3D, just paint it very dark. And this dark continues over to here. There's some other lines up here. And get into some of my rust now as I go across. And then some of the yellow ochre, which I would want to water down a little bit more on this part. Okay, now I want that to blend together better there. So I'm going to get a little more of the rest and put it along that edge to get it to blend. And then this part, I actually did it down a little bit too low, and we're just going to go darker up there. All right. And that can get some detail later. And I'm going to use a bigger brush for the black background. So again, rust and blue mixed together makes a gray brown. Well, it depends how much rust you mix. The more rust you have, the more brown it is, and the more blue, the more gray. And we're going to go along this wall. I'm just going to let it go all over the place and get into some of the rust. This is a very soft swirl brush. I'm going to get some yellow over here. There. And then right by that corner is the darkest it's going to be. So I need to make some thicker paint. Well, that was phthalo blue. Phthalo blue, when it's mixed with rust, actually makes a very green brown, and I don't really want that. So this is ultramarine, and I'm gonna mix it with more. Well, there we have a better, darker brown for, because we want to define the top of that jug too with this. And then I'm gonna start going all over because I don't want these sharp edges. I dried my brush. Going across, and this is going to define this side, which I lost a bit of my drawing, so I'm going to try and reclaim that. And then I'm going to get back into this rust again. Okay, now for the floor, or the windowsill, I think it is, I'm going to get into some of the yellows. This is turning into a very gray, green, yellow. and I might not like that very much. So I'm gonna just add a bit of orange to it to get it going towards the rust color. So it's not quite so drab. I'm rinsing my brush in my really clear water, tapping it on the bottom to get everything out. And I'm trying to brighten this up a little bit. So now that's a very bright there, so I'll make it a little bit brighter there. All right, and then on this side of this is a shadow from the jug, which goes to the bottom. I'm going to put it at this angle because I don't really want to make it go up the wall, and that gets more complicated. And then the wall is going to be a combination of these different colors, the final wall, but considerably lighter than this wall, so that it makes it look like it's got the light hitting it, which the light's coming from this way, so it would be hitting this wall. And there you have it, a jug that looks like it's round, and a corner that looks like it goes back into the corner. I'm going to just define this jug a wee bit more on this side with the dark part to make it even more round. There we go. I hope you have fun using perspective and practicing getting your darks dark enough. Thank you for watching.